ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 ॐ ऋतगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। हरि ओम, सुप्रभातम and a very warm welcome. ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 96 सनातनतमः कपिलः कपिरप्ययः स्वस्ति कृत् स्वस्ति स्वस्ति भुक् स्वस्ति दक्षिणः अरौद्रः कुण्डली चक्री विक्रम्यूर्जितशासनः शब्दातिगः शब्दसः शिशिरः शर्वरीकरः Akrurah peshalo daksho dakshinah kshaminamvarah Vidvattamo vita bhayah punya shravana kirtanah. Today's shlokas. Uttarano dushkritiha punyo dusvapnanashanah Viraha rakshanas santo jivanah paryavasthitah Uttarano dushkritiha punyo dusvapnanashanah Viraha rakshanas santo jivanah paryavasthitah. The 923rd Nama, Uttaranaha, indicates the one who helps us cross the ocean of samsara. Samsara sagarad uttarayati, meaning the one who lifts us out of the ocean of samsara. Iti uttaranaha. All of us are caught up in samsara. This is a very well known fact, and the best part is all of us know we are caught up in samsara. People come to us and say, Swamiji, there is no problem for you, Swamiji. We are all samsaris. Everybody is samsara, a samsari, whoever is attached to this body. Whoever is attached to this jiva. Whoever is attached to this individuality, ego. And all of them, Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Hankara, all of them have no existence without the presence of Narayana. And if this is understood, one grows out of. There is nothing called you walk away from one sagara, etc., etc. We walk out of our conceptualizations that I am this body, Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Hankara. Once we walk out, meaning what? We are out of the ocean of samsara, and there we come to recognize our own true nature. And this happens only when, as long as we are attached to the body, as long as we are a samsari, we must surrender at the feet of the Lord, and Bhagavan will definitely help us. To whom? To those people who completely surrender. And therefore he is called as Uttaranaha. Dushkritiha. Dushkritihi papasangitaha hanti iti dushkritiha. Ha, as we know, is the one who eradicates, who kills, who removes. What is that? All activities of adharma he will remove from us when we take shelter at the feet of Bhagavan. How does it happen? When I am at the feet of Bhagavan, Bhagavan takes care of our mind and gives us good thoughts, dharmic thoughts, legitimate thoughts. When thoughts are good, please note, quality and texture of thoughts is a cause for the quality of actions what we do. As the thoughts, so the mind. As the mind, so the man. As the man, so is around him. So if I see everything good, everything beautiful, everything in the dharmic perspective, my thoughts also will be dharmic, and my actions thereof will obviously be dharmic, and therefore there is so much of joy around. World being the same, it is me who actually make the world beautiful or make the world ugly. By what? My own thoughts. Therefore, when I thus surrender at the feet of Bhagavan, he takes care of our mind. All I have to do is swadharma paripalanam, swadharme nidhanam shreyaha. And therefore, the one who moves out of his swadharma is actually, in a manner of saying, is walking the path of adharma. Therefore, one has to surrender, and therefore he is called dushkritiha. Punyaha. Punyaha is what? all merits. Smaranadi kurvatam sarvesham punyam karoti iti punyaha. All those who remember him, the very remembrance is a punya karya. Sarvesham shruti smriti lakshanaya vacha punyama acheshtaha iti va punyaha. By learning, by studying, by taking recourse to the teachings of Smriti, Vedas, Shruti, Vedas, Smriti, all our granthas, and following according to the teachings, according to that prescription. When I walk the path, that path itself will give me lot of merits, punya. And through that merits, my mind will become quietened. When my mind is quietened, the same mind is available for analysis, for Vedanta Shravana, Manana, and then comes Nididhyasana. Therefore, it is Bhagavan, when I surrender, will give me such wonderful thoughts and thereof actions which are called Punya Karma. Therefore, he is also called Punyaha. Duswapnanashanaha. All of us dream. In fact, people more dream in Vedanta classes rather than even in sleep sometimes. Bhavinaha anarthasya suchakan duswapnan nashayati. Nashayati, he destroys what? All bad dreams. Dhyataha stutaha kirtitaha pujitaha cha iti duswapnanashaha. He removes all bad dreams of whom? Dhyataha, the one who meditates upon the Lord. Stutaha, the one who is chanting the name of the Lord. Kirtitaha, one sings the glories of the Lord. Pujitaha, the one who worships the Lord. For such people, meaning they are constantly in touch with the Lord alone. Such people, that mind will not go much towards the whims and fancies because the mind is occupied with the Lord. When the mind is occupied with the Lord, the mind is filled with lot of positive energy. And positive energy can never give negative dreams. Therefore, he is called Duswapna Nashanaha. Veeraha. Several times this has come. In fact, the same word Nama has come 2 times. Vividhaha Iraha. What is Iraha? Iraha are the courses of samsara, the causes of samsara. Samsarinam gatihi mukti pradanena. By giving mukti, by giving liberation, Bhagavan helps all those who take recourse to him, giving up samsara, destroying samsara, coming out of samsara. They go and surrender, and Bhagavan gives us what is called as moksha. Therefore, he brings in that ability to move out of samsara, which is very, very difficult. You require a lot of courage. You require a lot of bravery to come out of samsara. Why? Mind is constantly attached. Even while doing the puja, even at that time, mind runs behind material only. Mind hardly runs towards Bhagavan. When the mind is up to the task of being with Bhagavan, Bhagavan gives us the virata through which I can get out of, win over, face the challenges of all the whims and fancies and reach Bhagavan. Therefore, he is called Viraha, Mukti Pradhata. Rakshanaha, protector. Sattvam gunamadhisthaya jagatrayam rakshanaha, the one who protects all the 3 worlds with what? Taking recourse to Sattva Guna. When we take recourse to Sattva Guna and when we have Sattva Guna Pradhana Jivanam, you will find the mind is quietened all the time. When we are carried away by, swayed by the Rajoguna and Tamoguna, then we will find the mind is agitated. Mind is stuffed with unwanted and unwarranted thoughts. And when I constantly am attached with Bhagavan, when I constantly remember Bhagavan, then you will find that will develop Sattva Guna, and one can even go beyond all the three gunas to reach that Gunatitaha. Therefore, the one who protects such bhaktas is called as Rakshanaha. Santaha. Sanmarga Vartinaha Santaha. All those people who trek the path of Sanmarga. What is that Sanmarga? A marga which leads to Sat, to truth. All those people who walk that track and do not care about the world, who are not interested in the worldly affairs, who are only thinking about Bhagavan, the truth, gaining the truth, Sanmarga Varthinaha, they are called as Santaha. That is why the sages and saints, they went away from the common man's land and went into a forest or hill stations or Himalayas in particular. All went there and they were quiet in the meditative moods and then thought about only Bhagavan. Santaha, they are called as sages. Tadrupena Vidya Vinayavardhaye. Those people who are in the common life, what do you mean by common life? One who as a samsari is living in the world. While living in the world, vidya, knowledge, vinaya, humility, the one who take recourse to them, sahaeva, even they also, vartate, they are also called as noble people. What is nobility there? Nobility is not entering into unwanted, unwarranted, meaningless, useless, worthless thoughts and activities in this world. Following one's own dharma, they are also called noble people. They, in case they really strictly follow that, it is not at all wrong to call them as a Santa Purusha. And that comes only when one is association with Bhagavan. And Bhagavan gives that santatva in them, therefore santaha. Jivanaha. Sarvaha prajaha pranarupena jivayan jivanaha. The one who sustains everybody in the form of life. All of us are alive. And only because we are alive, we are able to do anything. I am able to speak, you are able to hear or listen or understand or abide, whatever. All of us we are able to do because of the presence of Bhagavan. Therefore, as the very life principle, Bhagavan sustains all of us. Therefore, he is called Jivanaha, Jiva Pradata. Paryavasthitaha. Paritaha sarvataha vishvam vyapya avasthitaha iti paryavasthitaha. The one who expands and pervades all over the world. Yasya smaranam alla. Antarbahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. A very, very beautiful oft-quoted statement. That is what it means when it is said paryavasthitaha. He pervades the entire universe. Continuing. Anantarupo nantashrirjitamanyurbhayapaha chaturasroga bhiratma vidisho vyadisho dishaha. Anantarupo nantashrirjitamanyurbhayapaha chaturasroga bhiratma vidisho vyadisho dishaha. Congratulating ourselves, we are entering the 100th shloka of the Vishnu Sahasranama, hitting a century. Bhagavan starts with another beautiful nama, or rather Bhishmacharya starts with another beautiful nama of Bhagavan, Anantarupaha. What is Anantarupaha? Anantani Rupani Asya Vishwa Prapancha Rupena Sthitasya iti Anantarupaha. The one who is established, who is in the form of Anantani Rupani, who is in the form of all Rupa, all Nama Rupa which you see, this Prapancha, this Vishwa, all are nothing but Bhagavan alone. Tat srishtva tadeva anupravishat. Effects are nothing but cause itself in different forms. And therefore, all the forms, ananta meaning what? Endless, countless forms. Everything is nothing but Bhagavan alone. Therefore, he is called Ananta Rupaha. Ananta Shrihi. Anantaha Aparimitaha Shrihi Parashaktihi Asya iti Ananta Shrihi. The one with a limitless power. Anantaha Aparimitaha. Aparimitaha means limitless. Entire. I mean, there is no limitation at all. He is the embodiment of power, Shrihi. Here, Shrihi is in the form of power, in the form of energy. Now see, this is a very often quoted thing. There is no Shakti without Shiva, and there is no Shiva without Shakti. There is no Vishnu without Lakshmi. There is no Lakshmi without Vishnu. They are equal, and in fact, they are one and the same. This is represented by Ardhanarishwara. We have seen that. Similar thing can be applied to Lakshmi, Mahavishnu, and all other devatas who have got a spouse. Yet they are nothing but one and the same. Ananta Shrihi. Jita Manyuhu. Manyuhu means Krodha, anger. Manyuhu Krodha Jitaha Yena Saha. The one who has won over Krodha. Krodha, please note, the etymological derivation is Krodha is a byproduct of Kama. When does the Krodha come? When my Kama is not fulfilled. When my desireful objects are taken away. When I am not able to enjoy my desireful actions. Then I get Krodha. Simply you don't become angry, isn't it? Why do you become angry? Because I am not able to gain, acquire, possess, indulge, embrace, enjoy the objects of my desires, then I become angry. And in case of Bhagavan, there is no desire at all. Why? Everything is He only. Therefore, desirelessness leads to angerlessness. Therefore, he is called Jita Manyuhu, the one who has won over, conquered anger, more because he has no desires. Bhayapaha. Bhayam samsarajam pumsam apagnan bhayapaha. The one who destroys the fear born out of samsara to those who settle for the Supreme, who settle for the truth. He protects them and removes bhayam. Therefore, it is said in the Upanishad, abhayam pratishtham vindate athaso bhayangato bhavati. Taitra Upanishad says, abhayam pratishtham vindate ataha bhayam gataha bhavati. Fear just disappears when I take shelter at the feet of Bhagavan. Therefore, he is called as Bhayapaha, the one who is a remover, destroyer of fear. Chaturashraha. Nyaya samavetaha chaturashraha pumsam karmanurupam phalam prayachati iti. One who is endowed with infallible and absolute justice, uncompromised justice. There is no compromise there with Bhagavan. In fact, today we find even judges compromise. Even judges are taken to task by all these wrongdoers. They kidnap the judge's wife or children and then get their way in the judgment. And you will see the politicians, the way things are happening. All these actually compromises justice. But Bhagavan has no compromise. Nothing for him. He will see that the justice alone prevails. That's why Satyameva Jayate Nandritam. Therefore, he is called as Chaturashraha. Gabhiratma. Gabhira Atma Swarupam Chittam Va Gabhiram. Parichetum Ashakyam Asyeti Gabhiratma. The one whose nature is profound and unfathomable, cannot be described. Anirvachaniya is another word we may say for Gabhiratma, the one who cannot be expressed, who cannot be explained, who cannot be known. Through what? Through words. Words have their own limitations. They can take us to a certain level. That is why Shabda Pramanam is very important. Among the Pramanas, 6 Pramanas, Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Arthapatti, Anupalabdhi, and the last one is what? Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana is that which will take us to a distance, but it cannot take us to the destination. That we only have to go. Therefore, words also fails to describe Bhagavan exactly. It has to be a Anubhava. Therefore, he is called Gabhiratma. Vidishaha. Vividhani phalani adhikaribhyaha visheshena dishati iti vidishaha. The one who bestows different kinds of fruits of action according to our own karma. Our karma will bring karma phala, and good karmas will definitely be blessed by good karma phala by Bhagavan. One may wonder, Swamiji, you have been telling several times, karma will definitely bring karma phala. So I decide what should I get. Why should Bhagavan come and interfere? No. Whatever we do, that is why karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu. Your duty is to work. But when the phala comes, karma phala, it is not only about that karma, the phala also gets the flavor of all the karmas what we have done earlier in the past. And with all that in mind, a karma phala is blessed by the Lord. Therefore, he is called as Vidishaha, the one who blesses us with karma phala. Vividhani phalani. Vyadishaha. Vividham Agnyam Shakradinam Kurvan Vyadinaha. The one who gives varieties of mandates. Now, what is this mandate? Adeshaha we say. What is Adeshaha? Certain instructions. And those instructions are given with love, with care, and for the benefit of all of us. Even the traffic rules what we have actually is made to benefit me to reach my destination safely, isn't it? Many people, very, very wrong on their part. They are all, I would call them as animals. Irresponsible, immature animals on the road. People who go away from the traffic rules. They are unfit to be human beings. Think. Subhashita we had seen earlier. Ahara nidra bhaya maithunancha pashubhihi naranam samanyam. They also eat, I also eat. They also sleep, I also sleep. They reproduce, I also reproduce. They are better, they can reproduce more. Buddhirhi tesham adhiko visheshaha. The only adhika vishesha what a human being has got is buddhihi. And how unintelligently people travel on the road. Think. Careless of other people. Such people buddhya vihinaha pashubhihi samanaha. They have to be ruthlessly punished. Why? Because they bring risk for the other people also. And they take a great, name. Oh, I don't even follow rules. I can go anywhere I want. Naturally, street dogs go like that. Buffaloes go like that. Donkeys go like that. And man also goes like that. They cannot be called as men then. Think. We must follow. Adeshaha, the rules, is for our benefit. We must follow. And the one who finally gives us the injunctions, the rules, he is called as Vyadishaha. Dishaha. What is Dishaha? Samastanam karmanam phalani dishan Vedatmana dishaha. What is Vedatmana? The one who brings in the knowledge of right and wrong through the scriptures. So that we, common human beings, who are swayed by our own mind, gain the knowledge from the Vedas, from the scriptures, from all the granthas, and then mold my mind, educate my mind, and follow dharma uncompromisingly. And Bhagavan, it is He who brings us that knowledge. Therefore, He is called as Dishaha. Continuing. Anadir bhurбhuvo lakshmi suviro ruchirangada janano jana janmadir bhimo bhima parakramaha. Anadir bhurбhuvo lakshmi suviro ruchirangada janano jana janmadir bhimo bhima parakramaha. Anadihi. Who is Anadihi? Adihi, at the beginning. Karanamasya na vidyate iti Anadihi. Adihi means at the beginning, but the one who has no cause. Everything other than Bhagavan has a cause. Bhagavan himself is a cause. He has taken the role of being the cause for the entire creation, sustenance, resolution, etc., etc. Bhagavan is the cause. But for him, Karanamasya na vidyate. To him there is no cause. This also we have seen several times. Sarva Karanatvat, because he is the cause of everything, he is beginningless. He is causeless. He is the causeless cause of everything. Therefore he is called Anadihi. Bhurбhuvaha. Bhuhu Adharaha Bhuvaha. The one who is the Adhara, support, Adhishtanam of the entire earth. Sarva Bhutashayattvena, being the Ashraya, the Adhishtana of Sarva Bhuta, all the creatures, the entire universe. Prasiddhaya bhumyaha bhuvaha api bhuriti bhurbhuvaha. Bhagavan is a very support of the earth itself. Now, earth is a supporting factor for everything to happen. Earth is a support. Bhumi is a support. That is why we are supposed to pray to Bhumi Mata when we get up early morning before putting our leg on the Bhumi. Samudravasane Devi Parvatasthana Mandale Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparsam Kshamaswabe. We have to say this shloka whenever we put. Meaning what? I respect Bhuma Devi. Why? She is tolerating so much of atrocities what we do in this Bhumi. Is it not? How much of atrocities we do? How much of noise? How many people, millions and million people create so much of trouble to her? And yet, she supports all of us. And therefore, Bhagavan is the supporter of the supporters. Therefore, he is called Bhuhu Bhuvaha, the one who supports all the supporters. Lakshmihi Athava na kevalamasau Bhuhu Bhuvaha Lakshmihi Shobha Cheti Bhuvaha Lakshmihi. The name can be taken as, it is said, Lakshmihi is one name, Bhuva Lakshmihi is another name, Bhur Bhuva Lakshmihi is a third name, and all the three are nothing but Bhagavan. Remember, just now I said, there is no difference between Shiva and Shakti. Both are one and same. Shakti is the power of Shiva. And Shakti functions only with the power of Shiva, and Shiva is able to function with the power of the Shakti. Parasparam, there is only one. The Ardhanarishvara very clearly indicates there is no difference between the two. They are one and the same. Similarly, Vishnu and Lakshmi, they are one and the same. Therefore, Vishnu can be called as Lakshmi. Vishnu can be called as Bhuva Lakshmi. And Vishnu again can be called as Bhurbhuva Lakshmi. Therefore, there is only one. Athava Bhuhu Bhulokaha. Bhuhu means earth. Bhuvaha, Bhuvarlokaha. Bhuvaha means the other celestial worlds. Lakshmihi refers to Atma Vidya, who understands the essence of Bhuhu and Bhuvaha. Therefore, Lakshmihi. Bhagavan himself is called as Lakshmihi. Suviraha. Shobhanaha vividhaha iraha gatayaha yasya saha suviraha. The one whose ways are endless, meaning he functions in all directions, in all ways, in all at all times, and there is no limit for him. Therefore, understood in many ways, he manifests in infinite ways too. All manifestations are Bhagavan only. It is we who don't understand that which manifests in me, as me, is Bhagavan only. Therefore, he is unlimited manifestation, which are so beautiful, so auspicious. Even the wrongdoers are beautiful because they teach us what I am not supposed to do. That is also a teaching, and therefore it is a more powerful teaching, more wonderful teaching. And of course, the Vedas gives us auspicious knowledge and the knowledge of the Supreme. Therefore, Suviraha. Ruchirangadaha. Ruchire kalyane angade asya iti ruchirangadaha. One who has brilliant bracelets. This Ruchira means bracelets. For Bhagavan, Chandra Suryadi Nakshatrani, everything put together, nothing but ornaments only. And therefore, Bhagavan is called as the one who has got excellent bracelets, anklets, all are Bhagavan only. Therefore, he is called Ruchira Angadaha, the one who has bracelets in his limbs. Jananaha. Jantun Janayan Jananaha, the one who is a creator of this whole Jiva Rashis. Jantun here refers to all those which has got Jiva, unicellular organism onwards, until the multi-complex human being and the celestial beings, all of them are created by Bhagavan in the form of Brahma, in the form of creator. It is Bhagavan alone who creates the entire universe. Therefore, he is called Jananaha. Jana Janma Adihi. Janasya Janimataha Janma Udbhavaha Tasya Adihi. Again, we bring in the same aspect. That which is subject to birth is Jana. Its manifestation is called Janana. All have ultimately one Adi who is Bhagavan. Therefore, Jana Janma Adihi Bhagavan Jana Janma Adihi. Bhimaha. Bhayahetutvad Bhimaha. The one who is a source of fear, who creates fear in all those people who walk the path of adharma. Isn't it true? These smugglers, traders, etc., they go and smuggle, they go and loot everything. Crores and millions of money they have got, but they can't sleep carefully, they can't sleep properly, they can't sleep peacefully. Why? Fear. Fear of what? Fear of getting caught, fear of going into the jail, fear of being beheaded, fear of being, given ultimate sentence. All those who do wrong things, fear is guaranteed, supplied free. But when I do dharmic activities, I will have to have gaurava, respect to everything. I don't have to fear anything. Why? I am walking the path of dharma. So he is a source of fear for adharmic people. Bhima Parakramaha. First is Bhima, another one is Bhima Parakramaha. Asuradinam Bhayahetuhu Parakramaha. The one who instills fear in Asuras because of his prowess. Asya Avatareshu iti Bhima Parakramaha. The one who has taken birth, Avatara. like we see in Rama Avatara, Krishna Avatara, ityadi, you will find they bring in so much of fear in everybody. Bhima Parakramaha, he is the sole winner of all the asuras. Continuing. Adharanilayo dhata pushpahasaf prajagarah ऊर्ध्वगः सत्पथाचारः प्राणदः प्रणवः पणः आधारनिलयो धाता पुष्पहासः प्रजागरः ऊर्ध्वगः सत्पथाचारः प्राणदः प्रणवः पणः. We are going fast because the same thought is being repeated again and again. Right? Don't sit there and think, oh, Swamiji is rushing through. Swamiji is not taking fully. Swamiji is not explaining it properly. No. All these have been explained very elaborately before. So we are only referring to that. Therefore, I am going fast. All right? Adhara nilayaha. Who is Adhara nilayaha? Prithivyaadinam panchabhutanam adharanam adharatvat. Now see, one is this Prithvi, Bhumandala, which is made up of what? Panchabhutana. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. All this put together is this Bhumi, is this earth. And Bhagavan is the Adhara of this Prithvi, which itself is an Adhara. Prithvi is the Adhara for Jivarashis. Bhagavan is the Adhara for Prithvi. Just now we saw in the previous shloka also. Adharatvat. The abode of all supports is Bhagavan. Therefore, Adhara Nilayaha. Nilaya means what? Abode. Where a treasure house of all the Adharas put together, and he is the Adhara of all of them. Adhata. Swatmana dhritasyasyanyah dhataha nasti iti adhata. One who exists by himself and sustains by himself is called adhata, meaning he does not require any support from outside. There is no support required because he sustains himself. He protects himself. He exists by himself. In our case, what? We have support from outside. It is Bhagavan's presence because of which I am existing. It is Bhagavan's blessings that everything is happening in the world. I may call I am free. I may call I am independent. But we are never free. We are never independent as long as we have the Sharira Buddhi. As long as I have the individuality, I can never be independent. I am independent. Therefore, here Bhagavan is not dependent on anything because he exists out of his own power, his own Shakti. Therefore, Adhata. Another way of putting it is Dhata. Sandhi provides both the possibilities. And if you take it as Dhata, Samhara Samaye Sarvaha Prajaha Dhyati Pibati iti va Dhata. What do you mean Samhara Samaye? At the time of Pralaya, he becomes the main who consumes everything, who takes in everything, who folds everything into himself. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisambhishanti. Where do they go back if it is asked during Pralaya Kala? It is Bhagavan only. Therefore, he is called Dhata. Pushpahasaha, another beautiful nama of Bhagavan. Mukulatmana sthitanam pushpanam hasavat prapancharupena vikasya iti pushpahasaha. The one who blooms. Very beautiful. He himself blooms as the very universe. Just as the bud, when it is blooming, it is so beautiful to see. This whole universe has been bloomed by the presence of Bhagavan only. And it appears as though he is smiling by blooming this world, blooming in this world. It's as though Bhagavan is smiling. That is why all our deities, none of the pictures you will find Bhagavan with a frown face. Why? He is smiling all the time. And people who revel in the thought of Bhagavan also can smile all the time. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam Nandati Nandati Anandati Eva. And therefore, Bhagavan is called Pushpahasaha. Prajagaraha Nitya Prabuddha Swapatvat Prakarshena Jagati iti Prajagaraha. The one who is eternally awake. Bhagavan never sleeps. It is we people, out of our own love, out of our own care for Bhagavan, like our child, like our parent, like our brother or sister, in any way we can relate with Bhagavan. Bhagavan accepts it. And out of our love we say, Bhagavan, go to sleep. Jogula. Or Suprabhatam, Kausalya, Supraja, Rama, Purva, Sandhya, Pravartate, Uttishta. We are trying to make Bhagavan. First of all, we don't wake up properly. And very many people wake up early morning, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And after, some people very interesting, I can't understand how. I have seen people who play Suprabhata at 11 o'clock. Kausalya Suprajarama. First of all, how can Bhagavan sleep? He is the enlivening principle 24/7. That is again from our standpoint. He is beyond time. He is eternally awake. If we have got night, the other side of the globe has got daytime. So there he has to function. And night also, when we sleep also he has to function. Isn't it? If he stops functioning, Ram Nam Satya hai. Therefore Bhagavan is Prajagaraha, eternally active, eternally awake, because he is a very consciousness. He is a Chaitanya Swarupa. Urdhvagaha. What is Urdhvagaha? Sarvesham Upari. Upari means the above all, the uppermost. Sarvesham Upari Tishtan Urdhvagaha. The one who is the Lord of everything, the one who is the ultimate end of everything, the one who is the glorious, simple destination of everyone. That is Bhagavan, therefore is called Urdhvagaha. Satpathacharaha. Satam Panthanaha Karmani Satpathaha. Those who walk in the righteous path. Sanmarga Panthana. Tan Acharayati. Acharati Yeshaha. Tan Acharati Yeshaha iti tat Satpatacharaha. The one who walk in the righteous path, the one who follow the dharma, and the one who also is blessed by Bhagavan to follow that path. This is always there. Even whether it is said or whether it is mentioned or it is not mentioned. Bhagavan's blessings are known. Tasya vina trinamapi na chalati. So the one who walk in the righteous path is called Sat Patha Acharaha, the one who trek. And Bhagavan is eternally in the Satpatha. There is no other path for Bhagavan. Pranadaha. Time and again, now look at that, 65th Nama, 321st Nama, 408th Nama, and now the 956th Nama says the one who is the giver of life, the one who is the energizer. In Krishna Avatara, he brought Parikshit to life. In Rama Avatara, he brought all the Vanara Sena back to life. Thus, he is Prana Daha, the giver of life everywhere. Pranavaha. What is Pranavaha? Om. We all know. Pranavo Nama Paramatmanaha Vachakaha Omkaraha. Omkara is represented as Pranava, is called as Pranava. And what is that? Paramatmanaha. Bhagavan alone. Tad abheda upacharena ayam Pranavaha. There is no difference between Om or Pranava or Bhagavan. All are one and the same. Therefore, Bhagavan is also called Pranavaha. Panaha. One is Pranavaha. Panaha. What is Panaha? Panatihi Vyavahararthaha. Tam kurvan Panaha means the one who also makes empirical transactions possible. All this Vyavaharika Satya is made possible by Bhagavan. It is not that only the Paramarthika Satya is Bhagavan and Vyavaharika is not Bhagavan. No. Vyavaharika Satya is also called as Satya in a manner of saying. While you are dreaming, that dream world appears to be Satyam. Think. While I am dreaming, the dream world is Satyam. But only when I wake up from the dream, I come to realize that dream world was Mithya. Similarly, right now, while we are working in this world outside, while we are transacting in the world outside, this world, the transactive world, is Satyam. When? While the transaction is going on. And that is also made possible by Bhagavan, therefore he is called Panaha. And he also works, as we have given, creation, sustenance, resolution are his transactions with all of us until we realize nothing is taking place, everything is Brahman. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Otherwise, Brahmamakate Para. So many songs we hear. There is only one Brahman. But with love towards us, Bhagavan says, no problem, carry on the transactions, I will bless you for that also. Therefore, Panaha. With that, we complete today's session. We will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.